Hey there guys, it's Collected and Connected. I am back with a collection update. So, a couple weeks ago, or a few weeks ago now, my first video, my first official video, was to show you guys the absolute disaster that my collection is in. And today, I'm going to give you a bit of a deeper look at that. And I'm going to start probably calling this curating the collection because I need to start diving actually into what I've got. And I think you guys will probably enjoy what you're going to see a little more than the last video because there's a lot more to see. So hang tight and we're going to take a look around the explosion of action figures and toys that is now in my house. Alright guys, as you can see, here is most of my collection. It is not all of my collection. I don't know whether or not to say unfortunately or not, but this is definitely the beginnings of a problem, maybe? As you can see, there's quite a few different things happening in here. I was just going to pan through and kind of talk about what was in here. I was hoping to get some of these guys opened today, but I'm using my bedroom, and in order for me to go to bed, because it is getting kind of late, I need to clear these guys off the bed. A couple of these you might recognize from other videos if you guys are watching, and if you are, thank you. But for the most part, as you can see, this is just absolutely a minefield of figures right now. There is a plethora of action figures sitting here in front of us this week. So my goal is to start getting these open, I'm thinking by series, and maybe doing a quick overview of those series on video. I haven't really done a review yet, and try my hand at that. There we go. And some of these I bought as a, hey, that's going to be a good deal. And like I said, this isn't everything. But I acquired some of this because, like this for example, the Ray Speeder, that was 20 bucks. Same with the Land Speeder there, also around 20 bucks. I found this 2-pack last year, $10.99. Hopefully you guys can see, there's a lot of light in here right now. But even these guys right here, I'd actually kind of forgotten I had this whole 84 Voltron set that came out when the Legendary Defender series started on Netflix. But I got the whole set of lines for about 45 bucks. But as you can see, this is pretty deep. Some of these go deeper than I remembered. Got a few multiple men sitting right there. And down here we've just got more and more and more. I still have more in box in my garage. Most of those are black series, like this guy, another $5 purchase from Target. But as you can see, it's just massive. And then I've got a few boxes too of these loose guys here. So I just have a bunch of these guys going on, and I need to make sure that I can get to bed. So at some point, because this is on my bed right now, which, I mean, sleeping on action figures sounds like a nerd dream in theory, but I'm not a big fan of cardboard cuts, so I'm going to start picking this up and kind of organizing it into waves and making sure that I've got stuff put together in a way that I can open it in a sensible fashion. Some of it was acquired over this last Christmas, like this guy here, this 3-pack I got for like 25 bucks. Of course, there's Thing, who I haven't opened yet, and I do have the rest of the Fantastic Four. Way too much glare. I'm going to try and fix that, actually. There we go. A little softer light, I guess. So you'll see all sorts of figures. There's Carnage and Venom. I've got a bunch of the legendary riders. Here's Studio Series. I want to tell a quick story about these guys. Let me move this box of random figs out of the way here. Like, for example, here's a Predator Arnold, which I couldn't pass up for like $9 or something like that. But, not Ultron, but these guys right here, I picked up all 3 of these packs, the 2-packs. These guys were like $60. There was this weird deal going on last September, not too long after they came out, and Target had this coupon code thing going on where for like 4 or 5 hours, if you're using the coupon codes, they were stacking, and I just happened to see it, and they worked, so I ended up getting these plus this guy. Let me focus in there. For like $60 altogether for all 4. And I wasn't sure if I was going to do all the Studio Series, but I'm pretty deep into it now. I've got those guys. I've got Ultron here. The only ones I'm really missing at this point are, I believe, the Hulkbuster 2-pack, which I know everyone's waiting for that to go on clearance. That one and Ronin, I believe, are the only 2 that I'm missing at this point. I'm sure if anyone's watching, they can correct me on that below in the comments. One thing that you can't quite see in here is there are some DC figures. These are the Super Power DC Universe Classic Collection figures, which came in these huge boxes because they're on card backs. More like the Star Wars Black Series, the vintage cards. But you can't see them, but they're a really cool series where they kind of did the Superpowers paint decos on them. And now I'm feeling like I need to turn the light on again, so I'm sorry. These were like $10 at JCPenney, of all places. So because they had the whole set, and I think it's the Superpowers Deco Calabac that you can do the collect and connect with. Haha, collected and connected. I couldn't pass it up for that. Plus, I really like the decos on Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman from there. The paint's really top notch. And hopefully you guys can see everything as I'm passing it by. Yeah, there's 2 of the Vision Scarlet Witch 2-packs. That's the type of thing where I think one of those is going to go up for sale. There's Cyclops, which this is how you know you've got maybe too many, is I'm pretty sure I have a loose Cyclops, and that's a carded Cyclops. And I know he's kind of hard to come by. And it wasn't for scalping, it was because I thought I might customize one, and I'm not a real customizer, but there, lo and behold, he is sitting right next to last year's Sabretooth from the Apocalypse Wave. So, anyway, as you guys can see, there is just a lot going on here, and a lot to take in. I have a lot of work to do here to get my collection going, but hopefully over the next few weeks I can pop up some videos where I'm gonna have these all set in kind of wave order, and they won't be on display quite yet because the room they're gonna go in isn't ready, but hopefully you guys can kind of see as I'm organizing them out, because if you collect figures, you know, or toys in general, the packaging takes up a lot of space. And as you can see, that's happening right here. There's Archangel back there, the Gamerverse, Spider-Man, another multiple man. Gotta have multiples and multiple man. Anyway, so that is the deal. And then I just have to show it off because I know people were after this one. The NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles set from the the first 90s movie. And anyway, so that's in there. That's going to need to get taken out of the box and opened up. There's just a whole heck of a lot. We will keep at it with the collection and making this sing as much as I can. I don't think I'm going to be able to display it all, but I'm certainly going to give a good effort to making this look good when I can display it. But yeah, there it is, guys. So there you go, guys. A peek at the absolute explosion of action figures and toys on my bed. That sounded really a lot weirder than I meant it to. But that's just kind of the collection just totally splayed out and just kind of at one glance, so I could get a sense of what was there. But yeah, we're gonna dive in and see where this goes. I know this is kind of similar to the first video that I had done a couple weeks ago or a few weeks ago, but hopefully that gave a better picture of what was actually in that room. And I'm gonna take a picture of that room and hopefully give some updates as we're getting it ready to go and as the collection is put to display, which is the hope. The hunt is always on, guys, as you know. Keep collecting, stay connected, and I'll see you next time.